Absolutely. Let's discuss Anne Boleyn's very final purchase. So based on records that are held at the National Archives, they show that she purchased an orange velvet gown, a yellow satin kirtle, and a black muffler. And these purchases were made for her daughter, Elizabeth. She also purchased a few caps. We see depicted in a later painting of Elizabeth Tudor, Elizabeth I, the orange satin gown and the yellow kirtle. In a group that I regularly frequent, I mentioned this, and I also shared that Dr. Amy Boyington, who is a historian, mentioned this in one of her videos as well. The questions that I received stated that why would Anne Boleyn buy something for her daughter for years to come? Why, if her daughter was 2 years old, wouldn't she have purchased clothing items that would have fit a 2-year-old? I imagine that she understood her position at this point, and she knew that she wasn't going to be around. There is correspondence in which her jailers shared that she believed the king would not execute her and maybe would have sent her to a convent or monastery. Unfortunately, that didn't come to be. We know what happened to her in the end, but she knew that she would not see her daughter again. And she knew this because of what happened to her predecessor, Catherine of Aragon, Queen of England. And, of course, Catherine's daughter, Elizabeth's half-sister, Queen Mary of England. Mother and daughter never saw each other again. And Mary, at this time, had been declared illegitimate and went from Princess Mary to being the Lady Mary. She knew this would happen to Elizabeth. Of course she would purchase clothing for her later on to be presented at court with. We know that this color that Anne had chosen, Elizabeth appreciated because she wore these colors for the rest of her life. These were literally amongst her favorite colors, orange and yellow. We also know that Elizabeth's household, being drastically reduced, had written to the king and his cabinet and had asked for clothing at the time following Anne's demise, stating that nothing fit this child any further. I feel that it was incredibly motherly of Anne to have thought of her daughter before she left this earth and to have purchased her a wardrobe to be worn later. And so she did. And there it is.